Brendan, how pleased with performance and result today?
Well, the result is very pleasing because it's obviously with Kevin coming in charge of the guys in the last week or so, you can see that work rate and intensity he's put into the team. So this was always going to be a very difficult game. But I thought when we had to be, we were defensively very strong and resilient, and at times on the counter-attack we were exceptional. So took our goals very, very well, in particular the first and the third one, and as I said, it was a very, very good performance.
How important was the timing of that first one? Because the Sunderland tails were up at that stage, weren't they? They started on the front foot.
I thought they were excellent. I think Kevin deserves a huge amount of credit for this period that he's been in charge, and with a bit of good fortune that he can carry on with the job, because he's earned his stripes in football. So and I think you've seen the team, and they were very on the front foot that first 25 minutes. So for us, the goal obviously set them back a wee bit and allowed us to then gain a little bit more control. We defended well, but we needed to make our first pass out of pressure better in order to retain the ball. And in that opening period, it wasn't quite that. But we got the goal, and that gave us the confidence to kick on.
Were you alarmed at all at 2-1 when they got one back?
No, Key's obviously got a great strike on the ball, and I think you have to congratulate the attacker, because, as I said, he's got his shot in. Simon's made a good save, and he's reacted the quickest. But I think from that, when it went to 2-1, it sort of woke us up again, and their actual goal got us moving a bit quicker, and obviously we started to create and pass the ball again. Is
that the best possible return to the Premier League for Luis Suarez today?
Yeah, well, it was the best possible return for as a team. We were disappointed against Southampton. Played really well against Man United, didn't get the result, and today it just keeps us moving on. It was 4 wins from our first 6 games, and we still, I believe, have got a lot more to come, and in terms of our fluency and our possession. So, but now for Louis, it's brilliant. He's the actual our third goal, and his second goal isn't an easy finish. The ball's played back, and it's just bobbled a wee bit in front of him, but he always looks those types of goals that he'll score. He always makes a real good first contact on it, and it was a great finish from our counter attack.
And Sturridge and Suarez together for every goal. I mean, how excited are you about that pairing? Because Daniel's scored 1 and set up 2. Yeah,
very much so. I think the goal where Stevie's played an unbelievable pass. The pass of the day. That incredible pass, and Dan's touch was immaculate. And then when he's 1v1 like that, there's not many will stop him. He's so fast. But to have that calmness and to pick Louis out, Louis stays on side, great ball in by Dan, and he makes his finish. And I think those two have shown that, and certainly in training, that they really complement each other. They're both goal scorers, but they're both willing workers for the team, and they're going to be a real threat for defences this season. So now it was a great combination work by them two, and hopefully it'll continue for a while yet.
Did Daniel have a little bit of good fortune with his first goal? Appeared to come off his arm.
Looked that way. Needs to work on his heading. I think it was said to him in there afterwards, he's actually been doing a lot of practice and extra work on his heading, and it looked like it didn't come off. But it was a great ball in by Stevie, and of course you need to be there at the right time, and he wasn't looking at it, but it's where the ball has hit him rather than him move towards the ball. So yeah, there's probably a wee bit of good fortune in that. And
just finally, are you looking for another bit of consistency now? As you say, a little blip against Southampton, but it's been a terrific reaction.
Yeah, no, as I said, we just never got going against Southampton, and that was a credit to them as well. They played well. We responded well in the week with an excellent performance, and we've changed the sort of structure of the team around a wee bit to suit the players that we have, and it's working reasonably well. We still have a lot of work to do on the possession element of our game. I thought that we defended really well. We counter-attacked well at times. Throughout the game, looked a real threat. But we can be better on that first pass out of pressure that allows us to keep the ball for longer periods. So, but that's maybe being overcritical and nitpicking a wee bit. But it's something that we'll improve on. But I can only be happy really with 4 wins out of 6 to start the season, and as I said, with many more improvements to come.